Good morning, everybody. I'm not going to show my face. It's way too early in the morning. I'm not showered yet. But I was working on my sea-swept quilt, and there's something on one of the other pattern pieces that I wanted to show you because I've struggled with it, and I'm sure some of you will as well. So on this piece, it has this center 4-patch unit, and the instructions say to sew this 4-patch unit together and then stick it to this piece of paper. For me, I can't line it up. I just can't do it. It just doesn't come out right. So I have a workaround that I'm going to show you what I do that might work for you as well. So here are my 4 pieces. I've sewn this piece together, these 2 pieces together, and then these 2 pieces are still separate. So what I'm going to do is take this colored piece, and it's going to go where it says A1 4-patch unit, this square right here. So I'm going to iron it to here. So what I want to do, I want the right side facing out. So I want the wrong side to the sticky side of this paper. So I'm going to lay it on here, and then I'm going to hold it up to the light and kind of get it squared up so I have about the same amount of fabric all the way around the square. So it's like that, and then I'm going to iron that on. All right, then what I'm going to do is on this line here, I'm going to fold this back like that, and I'm going to cut 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to leave 1/4 of an inch and cut the rest off. Okay, so it's just a little bit that I cut off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white piece and I'm going to put it, line it up right underneath my colored piece, and I'm going to sew right next to the folded paper. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, so I've sewn that. I'm going to open this up, and like I always do, before I turn it over and iron, I just give this a quick press so that I don't accidentally make an extra fold and crease it wrong. So then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to press it to stick it down to my paper. And then next I'm going to fold on this line. So the first time I folded back on this line, this time I'm going to fold on this line. So I'm going to fold this back, unstick that there, and then I'm going to cut away except for 1/4 of an inch on those 2 pieces. Again, it's just a tiny amount that you're cutting away. Now I can line up this piece to this piece. So what I'm going to do is put them right sides together. I want the colored squares opposite, and I'm going to take my sew line, which is right here, and line it up with my center line there. So it's not going to line up where it's edge to edge exactly, but that's okay. That's fine. See, I have a little bit of hangover over here of the white. That's fine, but you want to have those center pieces lined up. So now I'm going to sew across here. Alright, so I have that sewn together now. I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like. Not too bad. I could have done a little bit better lining it up, but not too bad. It'll work for me. So turn it over, press it, and then you're ready to move on as you normally would with foundation piecing on freezer paper. So I would do my A2 and A3 next, and then my A4 and my A5. So the A2 and 3 are colored in white, so those are going to be where my white pieces go. And the A4 and A5 are gray, so that's going to be where my colored pieces go. So I would just fold back as I normally would. So I'm folding back on this line, and then I would cut away my extra, and then sew my next white piece onto there, which is going to be this triangle. And then I would do the opposite side. Cut away, sew my right triangle on there, you know, lining it up on the edge there once I cut it away. And then I'm going to fold back here, and then this is where you have to watch which fabric you're using. So I want to use the fabric that goes with this one. And then over here you fold it back, cut away your extra, leaving your 1/4 of an inch, and then line up your fabric that goes with this color. And then just carry on following the numbers as you go around until you finish, and then cut it on the outside perimeter. So anyway, basically I'm just showing you a different way to put that 4-patch unit together to line it up better. I usually line it up better than what I did here, but again, it's not too bad. It'll work for me. So that's it. Hope that was helpful for you. Have a nice day.